Damien, race one down, certainly different conditions yesterday to today. Taking out race one, what sort of changes have you made for race two, being that the track's very wet now?
Yes, no, we'll be expecting a wet race, so we're just a bit more pressure in the tyres, and we made some changes from yesterday. We weren't happy with how the car was handling yesterday afternoon, so we made a couple of changes and just see how that goes. But in the wet, it will just be mainly trying to keep it on the road. It's not going to be the best fun, but we'll endeavour to do the best we can. So.
Now, testing here a few weeks ago went very quick, just really engine mapping the car, but it seemed to go quicker than Ray's IP lap record here, but certainly not achievable this weekend with the changing conditions.
Yeah, no, we had a crack yesterday. We actually put newer tyres and found that the car's moving around too much, and it's actually worse. So we've got to run older tyres like we were when we were actually testing here. So yeah, if we get an opportunity this afternoon, we might have a look at it, but we'll see how we go.
Well, good luck for the rest of the weekend.
Thanks, Pete.
Tony, we've got to stop meeting like this. Second on the podium in race one. Well done, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Pete. It's pretty exciting. Sort of slowly chipping my way up, so a bit of space between me and Damien though. So his tail lights disappeared at about turn 10, they're gone. So, but no, pretty happy with the car, mate. It's going real well.
Any changes for this weekend from Winton?
Yeah, we've sort of experimented a bit on the Friday with a new watts linkage, and it's good. It's a lot more stable.
Good luck for the rest of the weekend, mate.
Thanks, mate. Looking forward to it. I'd like to thank the sponsors too, VACC, Education Living, Wine Homes, Oklahoma, and DLL Photography, and IPRA. Great class. Cheers. Thanks, mate. And yourself, of course.
Andrew, third place in race one. Race two, dropped back to sixth place. Tell us what happened.
Oh, sixth, that's all right. We kind of ran out of talent. Coming over the hill, we come out of turn 10, second gear, got a little bit sideways, and as I went to third, the car was still a little bit sideways and picked up first and just compression locked up and went for a ride through the bush.
Well, mate, it's a tough weekend. Definitely changing conditions for you all weekend. It certainly makes it pretty hard.
Makes it, yeah, it is, but the track's still good. There's oil down and you can drive around it, but if it doesn't rain, the oil will be right. As soon as it rains, then it's going to be carnage, I think. But the track's pretty good. It's nice and cool. The cars are running all right. So the car was really, really good. It's just the idiot that was trying to drive it.
Well, a few more spots to make up for race 3, so here you go.
Yeah, well, I didn't get past anyone. I think I passed Tony before turn 1, so that was good. And then I think the next lap he had a dive down the inside of Honda, and I saw him coming from a long way back, and I thought, oh, we'll just let him go. If he gets in front, then I'll just hassle him a bit. But I think he went and parked, had a sandwich, and then come back and I could see him coming in the mirror. I kind of took it a little bit easy because I didn't want to throw it away. I mean, what did I do? I went and threw it away. I'm an idiot.
Good luck for the rest of the weekend.
Thank you. I'd like to thank all our sponsors, DLL, here they are, Educational Living, Traction Tyres, VACC, and I'd like to thank you for coming every time, supporting us and doing what you do too. Thanks, mate.
Lockie McBride, mate, 2 races down. First time out in the new Mini, or the old Mini, I should say. Tell us a little bit about the car.
Yeah, it was a tarmac rally car initially, and got converted to circuit racing before we bought it, and then yeah, we've just tuned it up and sort of got it a bit nicer to drive over the last two or 3 years, yeah.
So you're telling me, yeah, there was quite a little bit of upgrading work or bringing back up to spec work on the car. Tell us a little bit about what sort of things you actually had to do.
It was just little stuff, like bushes need replacing and new brakes and all that sort of stuff. But throughout the car, we sort of went through it and gave it a good once over to make sure it was right to go. Yeah.
Now, how are you feeling out on track there?
Yeah, it was good that race. We'd changed the setup a little bit and made it a bit nicer. Fixed a little problem that we had with fuel surging from race 1. So yeah, hopefully if I get a clean run like race 3, we'll a bit further up the grid.
Now, you were here in an E30 with IP last year, but moved into the Mini. Tell us why you've picked the Mini to race.
Well, it's my dad's got a BMW and Mini specialist shop, so it sort of worked in with that. So we ended up with one of these, and it's something a bit different. Not many of them around, so yeah, we thought we'd have a crack.
Well, mate, certainly going all right this weekend. One more race to go. All the best for it.
Yeah, we'll do. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Brad, 2 races down. Interesting weekend. The weather's certainly been up and down. How are you going so far?
Oh, look, it's this is my first season, so I've been enjoying myself. I've qualified well, got off the start very well, but then had a bit of a brain fade, and I've thrown myself off at Honda Corner twice now. So after making good positions on the start and during the race, I've thrown it away. So I'm looking forward to race 3 this afternoon, and hopefully not throw myself off the track and get around without a spin. So,
well, head down and a bit more focus, you reckon?
Yeah, just stop watching the car in front or the one in the mirror. I think that's why I've gone off twice. So yeah, good fun.
Just off the racing, let's talk about Kids Undercover, because it sounds like it's a very worthy cause. Tell us a bit about it and how people could possibly get involved.
Yeah, sure. Kids Undercover is a charity that I'm involved with, and they work to prevent youth homelessness. So what they do is with kids that are at risk of becoming homeless, Kids Undercover can provide accommodation, and by doing that they put studios in the parents' house or a grandparents' house or something like that. So if there's overcrowding in the house or they can't live with their parents or things like that, Kids Undercover provide accommodation for those kids for a period of time until they get up. So a lot of them are school-age kids that are coming towards doing their VCE and those sorts of things. But brilliant charity, great bunch of people to work with. The company that I work for, Harris HMC, we do a lot with them. We raise funds for them, and we've got a contract with them to install those studios. But excellent charity. But what I'm pushing on my car is they have a brilliant program called Donate Your Car. and what it is you donate your old car, your old beater, to Kids Undercover, and Fowles Auctions will auction it. And whatever the car goes for, sells for, that money goes to Kids Undercover, raising funds for Kids Undercover. So, being into motorsport and car people and those sorts of things, I thought I'll get Kids Undercover on board. That I'm doing it all off my own bat, and it's my contribution to them, I suppose. But they do such great work that it's the least I could do, I think. So it's good. Yeah, very worthy.
Well, it sounds like a worthy cause. Obviously, this is the prevention of trying to stop the kids that have the potential or the opportunities from going off the rails. Yeah,
definitely. There's a lot of really talented kids out there that, for whatever circumstance, they don't have a stable home environment, and Kids Undercover works really, really hard to stop those kids falling into the homelessness cycle.
Well, mate, some good results. Get up the pointy end, and more people might take notice, and good luck with it.
Yeah, good. Thanks, Peter. And as always, thanks to the series sponsors. We've got VACC, Educational Riding, and I've forgotten them all. Traction Tyres. Who else am I missing, mate? I'm missing someone. You know who you are, but I know that these events don't happen without sponsors, and thanks to the series sponsors and also my personal sponsors, Harris HMC and Northern BM, and obviously supporting Kids Undercover.
Chris, IP weekend, round 2 at Phillip Island, almost the end of the weekend. You've been campaigning this Mini for quite a while now. Tell us a little bit about the car.
Yeah, thanks. I bought it probably about 4 years ago. Did a few years of club sprints, and thought, it's no good being a hero on a club day. I might as well get out and do some racing and see how we go. So it was an ex-Targa car. Did Targa Taz, I think BMW Australia built it, and they had like Stokel and Denyer driving them. Put them in a paddock to rust, and I managed to pick one up. Beautiful.
Well, ex-bike racer. Back into the cars. Tell us a little bit about your racing past.
Come up in a motorsport family, I guess. My grandfather, who I never met, raced motorbikes. And the story I got told when my dad grew up, he wanted to race motorbikes, but was banned because it was far too dangerous, so he raced cars. When I grew up around cars. My dad was doing like sports sedans. When I was growing up, got a bit older, I wanted to do car racing, couldn't afford it, so I raced motorbikes. Did some road racing, and got a little more money now, a bit older, and thought I'd get into the cars.
Well, it's road racing and the bikes these days is a pretty tough game, and really only good for the young. As you get older, it's pretty hard keeping up with those young blokes.
Absolutely, it doesn't help being 6'3".
Now, the Mini, like I said, you've been campaigning it for a while. Tell us a little bit about the car and any changes you've made since you picked it up.
Yeah, so it's an R53 supercharged Mini. It's pretty much stock, still road registered, and it's a JCW model, and pretty much as I bought it is how I race it.
Okay, any sort of improvements you're looking at doing in the near future to it? Is there anything major that you can do?
It's always fun with restricted forced inducted cars, and I've had a look at investing some money in it and making it go a bit quicker, but I think this probably isn't the car and the engine to do it, so I'm looking at maybe next year you might see me in something different.
Any thoughts on what, or not letting the cat out of the bag at this stage?
No, I think we'll keep that one a secret, and we'll see where we end up at round 1 next year.
Well, Chris, enjoy the rest of the weekend. Certainly looking fast enough out there, and go out and have a bit of fun.
Thank you, and bring on the rain.
Damien Milano, mate, congratulations. 3 race wins, round win. Obviously the car's been running really well this weekend.
Yeah, no, listen, we can't complain today. And yesterday too. We haven't had to put a spanner on the car after our engine change a couple of weeks ago. We came out here and tested it all, and yeah, we're really happy with the results today. It's been great. The weather wasn't the best on the weekend, but the results are first class, so wrapped.
I've just got to quickly ask you, tyre issues, you've had quite a few in the past. How have you gone this weekend?
Oh, we've just been managing them, that's all. So just managing them. So yeah, the tyre issues are still here at this place, so it's something that us as a category need to try and work out a solution to, but there's no easy solution, so we're just managing them at the moment, so yep.
Again, congratulations, Damien, well done. We'll look forward to seeing it at Sandown.
Yep, thanks very much, Pete.